Sakyamuni Buddha. Warmest greetings to Sangha members, Buddhist friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from Australia and participants tuning in from around the world. My name is Joyce My-Tuyen Nguyen, and it gives me enormous pleasure to be your host and to welcome you to the Australian Observance of the United Nations Day of Vesak 2022 via Zoom and Facebook. If you can, please type in the chat box which part of Australia or part of the world that you're tuning in from. While you do that, many of you would have seen our first online event during the pandemic in 2020. And due to multiple reasons, we were unable to organize the event last year. In fact, as you may have noticed in the previous year's highlights video earlier, it was the first time in 15 years that we had to miss a celebration. However, this year, we're trying to make up for it, and we're taking it up a notch by going live. And yes, we are live right now. Despite the minimal experience of the organizers in organizing such a live online event, we have all put our heads together, especially the technical team, to make it happen tonight. So we hope you'll participate with your video switched on, and please be patient with the technical team as they navigate through the technicalities of beaming from various places. For distinguished guests who are unable to join us live, we will be showing a pre-recorded video of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the organizers, I just wanted to take a moment to warmly welcome each and every one of you and to thank you for choosing to be here tonight. We know that with the lockdowns no longer in place and people are now moving about in their daily lives again, which is wonderful to see, but it's not easy to attend an online event on a Saturday night when you could be going out and enjoying dinner at a nice restaurant with your family and friends. For you to be here tonight, we know that you recognize the significance of this event, so thank you. And without further ado, here's a quick overview of our program, which will go for approximately an hour, but we may need to go slightly over time to allow for guest feedback. So as you can see there on the screen, the program, we began the celebration tonight with a 1.5 minute overview of our previous year's event highlights. We hope you enjoyed that. The program will soon be followed by a short presentation on the background of the Australian UN Vesak celebrations. Then 3 of our distinguished guests will address you with their Vesak messages. You will then be able to enjoy or even sing along to a soothing song. And the program will be followed by a Vesak message from the BFA president. Then, depending on your school of Buddhism you follow, you will be able to chant along with one of our 3 Buddhist chantings. Following this is one of the most anticipated events of the night, where we can all participate in a guided meditation and candle lighting session for peace and sharing merits with all sentient beings. And so we will remind you when you need to light up your candle a little bit later. And just before we close, we will ask our special guests to share their reflections of participating in our event tonight. So with that being said, here's now a short presentation to help you gain a better understanding of the history of the Australian observance of the UN Day of Vesak with photos from past events.
Vesak, also known as Buddhist Day or the Day of the Full Moon in the month of May, is the most sacred day in the Buddhist calendar as it commemorates the birth, enlightenment, and the passing of the Sakyamuni Gautama Buddha. Over the last 2,500 years, Vesak has been celebrated by the Sangha members, which are the monks and nuns, Buddhists, and interested people from all over the world. In fact, it is celebrated in various forms, cultures, and traditions every single year, and it's the most auspicious occasion celebrated by all 600 temples and Buddhist organizations in Australia. Did you know that on the 15th of December 1999, there was a resolution by the United Nations that recognized Vesak as an international day which should be celebrated and observed by the UN headquarters, UN regional offices and member countries. This has been effective since the year 2000. In 2007, the Buddhist Federation of Australia, the BFA, in collaboration with the UN Information Centre and other Buddhist temples and organisations, initiated a national celebration of Vesak Day under the name Australian Observance of the UN Day of Vesak, abbreviated as AOUNDV. It has three clear purposes. Firstly, awareness, to make the Australian public and government more aware of this auspicious day. In fact, did you know that as a member of the United Nations, Australia is obliged to comply with and support the implementation of the above-mentioned UN's resolution? Secondly, solidarity, to encourage all Buddhist temples and organisations in Australia to join hands once a year to celebrate the UN Day of Vesak in unity and solidarity, and at a national level in addition to their local temple celebrations amongst their communities. Thirdly and finally, reinforcement, to strengthen the propagation and practice of the key tenets of the Buddhist teachings on peace, compassion and wisdom for the well-being and happiness of all beings in Australia. In the past 15 years, the AOUNDV has gained strong support from the Australian Buddhist community as well as from local, state and federal governments. Furthermore, given the recognition of Vesak Day by the United Nations, the Buddhist community in Australia are working hard with strong commitment and dedication to request the Australian government to endorse Vesak Day as an Australian public holiday, not for any religious reasons, as Buddhism is not a religion, but rather an education. As stated on the United Nations website, the Buddhist message of compassion and devotion to the service of humanity is today perhaps more relevant than ever before. So, what can you do to help? We invite you to spread the message to your local temple or Buddhist organizations about the importance of joining hands in unity and to participate in future Australian observance of UN Vesak Day celebrations. Would you agree that Australia has way too few public holidays compared to the rest of the world? And let's be honest, wouldn't it be nice to have an extra public holiday to spend with your loved ones to observe a significant occasion like International Vesak Day?
Yes, that's right. And if you also agree that in Australia we should make UN Vesak Day a public holiday, type yes in the chat box. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge some of our attendees. I could see there Phrakrukampee Temple, Venerables An. I can see people from WAB. I can see from the Tibetan temple. I can see Tammy Fung. I can see many people from other parts, many parts. There's someone from Phrakrukampee. I can see many attendees from various parts of Australia and also someone from Sefton. Thank you so much for engaging, and it now gives us great pleasure to introduce to you the first of our three Vesak messages. A message from the United Nations Secretary General, Mr. António Guterres, will be read by the UNAA New South Wales President. Please warmly welcome Dr. Patricia Jenkings.
Greetings, fellow global citizens. It is my pleasure to deliver the United Nations Secretary-General's message for the UN Day of Vesak 2022. I send my warmest wishes to all celebrating the Day of Vesak. For millions of Buddhists around the world, May's full moon represents a sacred occasion honouring the birth, enlightenment and passing of Lord Buddha. This year, Vesak arrives at a moment of multiple crises, from an unequal recovery from COVID-19 to a punishing effects of climate change, to conflict, divisions and violence. Each crisis reminds us of how far we have fallen away from Lord Buddha's timeless teachings. This Vesak, let us seize this moment of spiritual renewal and honour Buddha's wisdom of coming together as one in solidarity and shaping a better, more peaceful world for all people. Thank you.
Indeed, that was a very short, sharp and succinct message. Thank you, Dr. Patricia Jenkings. Ladies and gentlemen, we were quite excited to hear from Mr. Henry Hien Dang, the president of Buddha Care, one of our organising committee members, that he got commitment from the Prime Minister to record a video for this event. Unfortunately, due to the looming election day, he was unable to send us a video. However, it gives me great pleasure to share his written message instead with you. Please take a listen.
Message from the Prime Minister, Vesak 2022. I send warmest greetings to Buddhists in Australia and around the world as you celebrate Vesak. At this time each year, Vesak honours the Buddhist beliefs and ideals that you practice every day. The lamps you light at Vesak are a prayer for wisdom and compassion to be a light in the world. Australian Buddhists come from diverse cultural and ethnic backgrounds and express their faith in ancient and modern ways. It is your shared devotion to the life and teachings of the Buddha that unites you in pursuit of compassion, kindness, and goodness. Here in Australia, we can practice our religious beliefs and customs and share them with communities of all faiths, free from persecution and discrimination. As the most successful multicultural nation on earth, we are blessed to live with acceptance, tolerance, and inclusion. May the festival of Vesak bring the Buddha's joy and enlightenment into your lives. The Honourable Scott Morrison, MP, Prime Minister of Australia, May 2022.
Yes, a very successful multicultural nation we are indeed.
Yes.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, similarly, our Leader of Opposition was also unable to send us a video, so here's a written message instead. Please take a listen.
Message from the Leader of the Opposition, Day of Vesak. I send you my warmest greetings for the Australian observance of the Day of Vesak, when the light of the full moon gives the cue to commemorate the birth, enlightenment, and passing of Sakyamuni Gautama Buddha. Guided by that celestial glow, we reflect on how even so many centuries have failed to dim the Buddha's wisdom. If anything, the passage of time has only served to emphasize its power. With the flowers, candles, and joss sticks you take to the temple to lay at your great teacher's feet, you remind us that everything, including life itself, will one day wither away or burn out. Nothing grounds us so much as that knowledge. Your meditation and your hymns in praise of the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha are an act of devotion and a profound proclamation of your Buddhism. As Australians, we celebrate both our differences and our common ground, drawing such great strength from our breadth as a society. Vesak and the Buddhist community are an important part of that. On behalf of my colleagues, I wish you the best on this auspicious day. Yours sincerely, the Honourable Anthony Albanese MP, Leader of the Australian Labor Party, Federal Member for Grayndler.
Yes, indeed. Everything, including life itself, will one day wither away or burn out. Beautifully said. Thank you to the Leader of Opposition. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our performer tonight is an American musician, entertainer, and actor. He's previously joined us on the stage for UN Vesak 2007 at Sydney Town Hall and UN Vesak 2010 in Canberra. Now, with a need for more unity than ever and the suggestion of how we can achieve it, we'd like to bring this song back for you again this year. So please just switch your video on if you haven't already done so, and let's sing along with the song You and I Are One, written and performed by Mr. Howard McCrary.
Say, verily I see a new revelation has come over me. I know it's not so very far in the distant future when I take time to think that true love is the missing link to you and me and the rest of the world in unity. I see tomorrow's children play. This great peace is on its way when we all shall meditate as one from the east to the west. Now the time has come to say you and I are one. Together you and I are one. Forever you and I are one. Time has come. For years, what's kept us apart from one another has finally ended. We found the truth in our hearts. Now every broken promise can be mended. A suffering world of pain and tears down through time has made it clear that the dawning of a brand new day is surely to come if we'd all meditate and say you and I are one. Together you and I are one. Forever you and I are one. Time has come. One world indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For united we stand. God knows, divided we fall. Oh, you and I are one. Together you and I are one. Forever you and I are one. Time has come. In Thailand I want to say you and I. In England can't you hear us say that you and I. In South Africa I want to hear you sing it out loud and say you and I. Oh, come on, India. Time has come. From Finland to Ireland. Viva la France, come on now. You and I. South America, Chile, Argentina, Bolivia, Indonesia, Japan, all over the land, Spain, Italy, Switzerland, Russia, Lebanon, in Israel, in Arabia, in Morocco. It is time for we one.
Amazing, absolutely amazing, wasn't it? You can feel the passion in his voice. So if you enjoyed that, please type compassion in the chat box so that I know that you're still with us. Loved it. Beautiful, soothing song. Thank you very much, Howard. Thank you, Papa Temple. Thank you, Tibetan Temple. Thank you, Thatit Phutthang. Beautiful. Dr. Patricia Jenkins, thank you. Thank you, Thamki. Thank you, Robert Hunt. Thank you very much for paying attention and for being here with us once again. Ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you a very powerful Vesak message, which was recorded a little bit earlier by the President of the Buddhist Federation of Australia. Please warmly welcome Most Venerable Sudhammo Mahathera.
I would like to take this time to pay my highest respect to the Lord Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Good day to all the most venerable, and non-distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Vesak Day is an opportunity for us to remind ourselves about the life and teaching of the Lord Buddha, who is always the light, not only for this Buddhism, but also for people around the world. Buddhism become a part of the benevolence culture, where it makes great contribution to many Australian and internationally. I am confident that many of you have been providing some help to Ukraine. I think we should focus on what we can do to help them, even with just our simple international thoughts like sharing our view online, supporting non-violence, or helping out to fundraise to support the need of the Ukrainians, like food, medicine, shelter, would really help in showing our humanitarian support. You can even lay and spread your kindness and compassion towards the Ukrainians and those who were affected by the war. In Buddhism, we believe that whatever condition one faces and the result of their action, or even their intention, in the past we call this karma. For instance, a good intention or a good action that we did in the past will result in our success, prosperity, or good health in the present. Just like a boomerang, the larger the force you throw it, the quicker and stronger it returns to you. Thus, your action and your intentions in the present will dictate your future. So I think we should focus on what we can change right now, rather than worrying about the past to have a better and more successful future. In this, I am very inspired by and admire all of you from BFA for helping out and spending time together for the United Nations Day of Vesak 2022. I would like you all to cultivate the power of inner compassion by doing a short session of meditation together. First, let's relax your whole body. Do not apply too much or too little efforts to this stillness. I want you to find your balance and do it easily and naturally. Let's find the balance between a sense of relaxation and feeling of awareness. Let's sustain the feeling of stillness for a while in silence. After experiencing inner peace through a short session of meditation, even for only a few minutes, we shall now spread our love to those who had passed away and to those who are suffering in or from the war in Ukraine. Let's spread our love and kindness to all the people in this world who are experiencing difficulties from the pandemic, the economic crisis, and anything else that anyone is struggling with. May the world leader find ways to minimize all kinds of destruction in order to reach the solution. Let's all the reconciliation be peaceful. May all of us be healthy, happy, and successful in our Buddhist practice. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. A Mi Tho Phổ. Om Mani Padme Hum. And Namo Buddhaya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Most Venerable Sudhammo. That was so beautiful. A very short but very powerful message. I love all the suggestions. I think that we can definitely show more kindness and compassion towards our Ukrainian friends in many different ways. And if for those who enjoyed the very quick and short meditation, type meditation in the chat box, so I know that you're still here with us. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Natana. Thank you, Tibetan Temple. Thank you, Dr. Patricia Jenkings. Thank you, Osmel, Peter. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the first of our 3 Buddhist chantings, which will all have been recorded earlier, starting from the Theravada School of Buddhism. The chanting will be led by Venerable Phrakrukampee Panyavithet, the Abbot of Wat Thai Nakhon in Melbourne. The chanting consists of homage to the Buddha, taking 3 refuge, Ratana Sutta, and Jayanto, which are verses of the Great Victory and auspices. And if you can, please turn on your video camera and chant along with us.
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยัมปิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยัมปิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิยังกินจิวิตตังอิทวาหุรังวาสักเกสุวายะรัตนังปณิตังนโนสมังอาจิตถาคเตนะอิธัมปิพุทเทรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุขยังวิราคังอมตังปณิตังยถาสกาสักกยมุนีสมาหิโตนะเตนะธัมเมนะสมาธิกินจิอิธัมปิธัมเมรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุยัมพุทธเศธโธปริวันนะเยสุจิงสมาธิมานันตริกันยมาหุสมาธินาเตนะสมุนเวชติอิธัมปิธัมเมรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุเยภูคลาอัฏฐสตังปัสสัทธาจัตตาริเอตานิยุกานิโหติเตทักขินายาสุขตัสสะสาวกาเอเตสุทินนานิมหาพลานิอิธัมปิสังเครัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุเยสุปยุตตามนัสสะธัมเหนะนิกามิโนโกมัสสาสนัมหิเตปฏิปัตตาอมตังวิไคหรัตถามุทานิพุติงพุญชมานาอิธัมปิสังเครัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุขีนังปุรานังนวังนาติสัมภวังวิรัตจิตตายติเกภวะสมิงเตขีนาภิชาอวิรุณหิชันตานิพพันติธีรายถายัมปฏิโพอิธัมปิสังเครัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุชัยยันโตโพธิยามูเลสักยานา งตันทิวัตโนเอวังตวังวิชโยโหหิชยาสุชยมังคะเลอปราชิตปัลลังเกสีเสปัทวิโภคะเลอภิเสเกสัพพพุทธานังอัคคปัตโตปโมทติสุนักขตังสุมังคลังสุปภาตังสุโหติตังสุขันโตสุโมโหโตจะสุยิทังพรหมจาริสุปทักขินังกายกรรมังวาจากรรมังปทักขินังปทักขินังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปทักขินาปทักขินานิกตวานรพันตัตเถปทักขิเน
Thank you very much to all the venerables from Wat Thai Nakhon in Melbourne. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is the Mahayana Buddhist chanting to commemorate the birth of Lord Buddha by Senior Venerable Thich Pho Hung from the Phat Bao Temple in Sydney. So for all the Vietnamese participants, please turn on your camera and chant along with us.
Dear Sangha member, Buddhist friend, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Thich Pho Hung, a port of Phat Bao Temple. We would like to welcome you all to Phat Bao Temple in Sydney, Australia. Today is a very special day. We all celebrating the birth of the Lord Buddha. We'd like to invite you all to join with us the verses of Buddha birthday. Thank you. Hôm nay gặp ngày thánh đàn một nhà vui mừng cúi đầu đảnh lễ thập phương điều nhớ ai cùng thánh hiền đặng chúng con cùng phạm giới chúng sanh bởi triệu nhân lành xa đó thân thân chấp ngàn quên thân đường về tình ái si mê tâm dây thiền nào nghiệp báo không cùng hay nhờ thân cô đăng nhân dù lòng răng mặn sinh linh thiếu phương đẳng kiếp luân hồi đêm dài năm thôi đuốc tuệ tràng soi cứu muôn loài pháp chung phương tiện ta bà thị hiền thức chủng thọ sinh thánh ba gia niệm lần vô tình phản phước sinh con thảo 32 thường con vừa 19 tuổi xuân từng hai cơn thuần truy xuất trần phá mạnh ngai vàng quyết tranh tiền giỏi xuất gia sau năm có hành trần già bảy thắc nghiêm tinh thiền tỏ chứng hành đạo hóa mà mình ba cõi đều dạy tiếng hoàng nghinh muôn bằng đây nhờ ông tế độ chúng thắng thổ nhâm thành từ bi gia hộ chúng con dạy chúng sanh chẳng thành đạo cả.
Thank you very much to Senior Venerable Thich Phổ Huân and to Pháp Bảo Temple. Actually, Pháp Bảo Temple is my local temple. I just want to call out to my Master Nam Yak An, who's here on the call today. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please have your candles ready after our final Buddhist chanting in preparation for the meditation and candle lighting session right after this. So next up, for those who are Tibetan and practice Vajrayana Buddhism, please chant along with Venerables and Buddhas at Barom Kagyu Chodak Drupu Chuling, which is a temple base in Sefton, New South Wales.
Wow.
Wow, thank you very much to all the venerables from the Tibetan temple in Sefton. I believe that you're also here tonight, so welcome. And thank you for that beautiful, peaceful chanting. If everyone is still with us and you're feeling very peaceful like I am and calm, type in peaceful or calm in the chat box. Thank you, Pema, Sangmo. Thank you, Sydney Temple. Thank you very much, the Tibetan Temple. Thank you. So I hope that you have got your candles ready because we're about to start a beautiful meditation and guided meditation and candle lighting ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love for you to turn on your candle lights, switch on your camera if you haven't, and we will now cross over live to Berrily, which is a semi-rural outer suburb of Sydney. So please join us in a guided meditation session by Venerable Fra Aton and a candle lighting ceremony. I think we're having some technical issues right now. We can't seem to hear you. Sorry, everyone. We are just crossing over live to Berrily right now, and we're just testing the mic. Thank you for your patience and understanding, everyone. While we're waiting, I hope that you've all got your candle light, just like mine. I've just lit mine. I think we're still experiencing some technical issues, but while we're waiting for all of that to happen, I just wanted to share something. For those who are attending or have attended any event before in the past, and you would usually just see the event on the outside, everything, you know, you see all people and all the lights and cameras, everything seems to be ready, and all the people, everything is ready on the outside. But the truth is there's so much work that goes on behind the scenes to get everything together. And for an online event like this, it is my first time taking part in an online, a live event such as this. So I appreciate all the hard work that goes into the background in preparing for this. And we are still trying to connect. The team is now still trying to connect. I hope that you can be patient and bear with us. But if you have lit up your candle, please type candle in the chat box so that I know that you're still with us. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Chris, thank you. Tammy. Thanks to put them. Yes, thank you. Kid, Gail Haig. Thank you very much, Dr. Patricia Jenkins. Just maybe a very interesting story to share with you that in the very first meeting for this event, for organizing this event, my partner Kai wasn't in the event, wasn't in the meeting, but when the question was raised as to who knows how to use Zoom, who knows how to use OBS, actually no one in the organizing committee knew how to use it. And unfortunately, Kai was unable to make it to that event, but they nominated him. And as it turns out, he doesn't know how to use OBS either. So it has been fun and games ever since he began his job in the technical team. It's been a steep learning curve for him and the technical team. But Venerable Satit has been amazing in leading. And it sounds like the team is almost ready over there in Berrily. So I'll stop and let you cross over to them, technical team. You wouldn't believe the many hours that has gone into all of this. Thank you so much. So my partner Kai, and along with the technical team, they all have day jobs. So they have to do all of this testing and preparation at night after work. So when they come home, after a long day, they're still on the computer until 11, 12 midnight, trying to work all of the technology out and making sure that, you know, we have a smooth event. There's been a lot of unbelievable amount of work that has gone into this. Yeah, it's not until we have insight into what goes on in the behind the scenes that we realize how much work that goes on. So I appreciate everyone's patience. And someone just made a comment. We understand how Robert mentioned Vesak is happy time. We understand how complex OBS, that is fine, already good. Thank you so much, Robert. That is so understanding.
We are ready. Okay, I would like to take this opportunity to pay my highest respect to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Good evening to all distinguished guests, venerables, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Dhammagaya Sydney Temple, we would like to welcome everyone to the United Nations Day of Vesak 2022 and welcome everyone to Dhammagaya Temple, Sydney, Australia. In a few moments, we will commence with a candle lighting ceremony to pay homage to the Buddha. On behalf of Australian Observance of United Nations Day of Vesak and Buddhists in Australia, at Dhammagaya Sydney Temple, we have decorated the temple with candles to pay homage to the Buddha. When candles or lanterns are lit during Vesak, they symbolize Buddhist light of great wisdom. According to the Buddhist belief, lanterns symbolize wisdom in that they bring light to the world. Lantern lighting is an important ritual in Buddhism that pays respect to Buddha. Colorful lanterns and lights are a way to pay homage to the Buddha who illuminated the world by teaching the noble truth to attain enlightenment. The Buddha in Buddhism is often associated with the symbol of light as it signifies the light of wisdom. People follow through this teaching. It also signifies the hope that one day we too will reach nirvana at the end to all suffering. With over 2,500 years since his passing, light is used to pay homage to the Buddha. Buddhists light lamps and lanterns in the evening. During Vesak, Buddhists remember the birth, enlightenment, and passing away parinibbana of the Buddha. It is safe to say that Vesak is now called a festival of lights. Buddhist monks light candles during Vesak Day to pay homage to the Buddha. It's an annual celebration of the birth, enlightenment, and death of Buddha. We will now proceed with the candle lighting ceremony. Benefit of offering candlelight to worship the Buddhas are possess wisdom like the brightness of the candlelight in this life and future life, bring prosperity to life with fortune, honor, and praise, help solve problems in life, surrounded virtuous friends, admired by humans and angels, reborn with bright glowing angelic body, reborn in heaven in the afterlife, attain enlightenment if we have accumulated at the adequate perfection. Next is a short guided meditation session by Venerable Monk, António. Let's commemorate the birth, the enlightenment, the achievement of nirvana of the Buddha by closing our eyes and meditate to purify our speech, body, and mind.
May I take this opportunity to let everyone does meditation. We light the candle to pay homage to the Lord Buddha, significant event that Buddhists around the world commemorate Vesak together. The candlelight is represent a sustainable of Buddhists, the wisdom which be taught by the Lord Buddha. Now, let's we do meditation together. Sitting in a crossed legs, on a couch, a chair. Close your eye gently. Take a deep breath 4 or 5 times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. breathe out slowly and gently. The sense of joy arises in your mind and spread to the whole body. Imagine the candle in front of you appear in your stomach, in your body. The light of the candle start flourishing, shining in your body. Observe and keep this light shining continuously. We detach from the outside. Now we observe whole mind at the center of the body. Just bring your mind back. If it's go wandering or distracting from the other thing, if it's go wandering or distracting from the outside, just bring it back into your body with gently and relax. May this pure energy, may this light of wisdom expand to our beloved, to our parents, our friends, relatives, and to all sentient beings. May we live in harmony and happiness. May all sentient beings be kind, compassionate each other. Let me sit in silence for a while.สัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเต
Wow, that was so peaceful. I almost forgot that I'm hosting this event. Thank you so much to Venerable Fra António and the Dhammakaya Temple in Verily. Thank you to all the Dharma friends there. You've done a beautiful job. I feel very calm and relaxed. If anyone is also feeling calm and relaxed, type in relax for me or whatever you feel right now. Thank you, Natanan. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Dun. Thank you, Thamkit. Naturi in Australia, UNAA, Naturi. YD Hien. Australia, Al Prani, Tibetan Temple. Thank you. Glad you're all feeling calm and relaxed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the formal program. So we're now very keen to speak with one of our special guests to share a reflection of their experience tonight online with us. So I would love for you to all welcome a very familiar face in the International Buddhist Events. He's the president of the World Alliance of Buddhists, WAB. Please warmly welcome Venerable Dr. Ponchai. Venerable, it is so good to see you.
Most venerable and venerable senior monk.
Thank you.
Distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, I am really happy to join the online program in this evening. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
can
we
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Thank you, Venerable. Sorry, I was just about to say and to let everyone know that you're based in Thailand at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, and now I am in Samui, Iceland, in the southern part of Thailand, because we
Southern part
just
of
organized
Thailand.
the arms offering.
Yes.
I'm offering to 111 months in Samui, Iceland. Samui, Iceland.
You're doing an
Yes,
offering
in the
to
southern part.
111 months.
111.
Oh.
Samui have a lot of coconut. That's why my background is coconut.
Right. There's a lot of coconut
Yes.
in Thailand, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And you're 3 hours behind Sydney time right now. So it's about 5 o'clock over there in South Thailand. So
yes, now 5:15. Yes, in
yes,
Thailand.
lovely. So Venerable, may I just ask, having attended many online events, especially during the pandemic, tell us how you feel about attending tonight's live Australian Observance of UN Day of Vesak celebration.
Oh, I think this program, the program tonight is amazing.
Thank you.
I think the program tonight is a wonderful online program because I joined since 4 p.m. Thailand, and I would like to thank most venerable Prakrukampee เจ้าคุณหลวงนา Sudhammo from Australia who invited me to join. I think really interesting starting from video about UNDV, and we have the chanting, we have the meditation, we have a song, a Buddhist song, and many sharing with us. Very, very good. I think the program today is very attractive and really interesting, especially our MC today is really so for tonight is really amazing and really good. I feel really happy and really honored to join this program, and I think this is really good way for Buddhist people to celebrate the birthday of the Lord Buddha. Our birthday, sometimes our birthday, we would like to celebrate our birthday for doing a good things, but this is for our Game Master. We do like this for Game Master and follow the teaching of the Lord Buddha. I think this is very important and very good thing. I would like to rejoice in the merit for the organizing committee to organize the wonderful program. WAB also will organize the Global Vesak Forum on 20th of May, because tomorrow in Thailand 15 we celebrate Vesak in Thailand, so this year we want to have the forum on 20, and we would like everyone to join with us. So for online program, Global Vesak Forum.
Wonderful. Wonderful, and we are certainly honoured to have you here with us, Venerable, and please do share the information. We'd love to share it on our Australian Observance of UN Day of Vesak Facebook page, so we can share the details for everyone to attend the Vesak celebration on the 20th of May online, live from Thailand. Thank you.
Yes, from live from it's the Global Vesak Forum. Forum is everyone join via Zoom. Okay, via Zoom.
We look forward to it. Thank you once again. Thank you once again for your attendance and the kind words. Thank you. Thank you, Venerable. Now, we have one other special guest that we'd like to bring on. So please join me in welcoming a very familiar face in the Australian Buddhist community, the Abbot of Wangman Buddhist Temple in Melbourne, Venerable Phrakrukampee. Hello, Venerable. An honour to have you with us tonight.
Thank you very much, Joyce. Venerable Sangha, Buddhist fellow, ladies and gentlemen, a distinguished guest. Today, the program is 1 hour, and I think not 1 minute was waste. Every moment, everyone enjoy, and you can see that the number of participants do not come in or out for the whole time. So everybody are very focused. Now, every part has been very well chosen. The speaker, the message is very clear. Now, all of us come to tonight's event, do not come alone. We have some other thing occupy us, either the post-COVID recovery, difficulty that we are facing, or we are sharing our sympathy with the victim of conflict and calamity and so forth, so many things. But every moment while we listen to all the talk, we can see that yes, the Buddha message is always benefit for all sentient beings, regardless here we are Buddhists or we are not. Now, something that many of you probably will agree with me that we'll take home, that we refreshed our thought about the Lord Buddha teaching, and also we can see that there are a lot of hope for the better for humanity because of the message that the Buddha have seen the root of all the suffering of all the humankind. So tonight, I would like to thank everyone who participated, although it's, the program is short, only an hour, but I think it's very, very well done, very well planned. And Joyce, you've done a wonderful job. And I know Satit, you sit silently behind behind the screen, but I know you work tirelessly for this celebration. Now, never I've been sitting lonely in the room, but I feel that I almost like see everyone or part of it. There was a moment that I thought I was there, everyone was in the same place, because I so focused and so absorbed into the program. It's very well done, very well done. And I regard tonight is one of the very most successful Vesak celebration online that I have experienced. So once again, thank you everyone, and I wish you have a wonderful Vesak season to come. And my temple will celebrate next week, but I know that tomorrow the moon will be round and full, so we should look at that and again reflect on the value that we have built up and learned, and we should share that to everyone as much as we can. So goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Venerable. That was very well said. Thank you very much once again for all your kind words and for your attendance, and we really appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that now brings us to the conclusion of the event, and we hope that you've enjoyed the Australian observance of the UN Day of Vesak celebration for 2022. I wanted to take a moment to say thank you to all of our distinguished guests and those who sent through a pre-recorded Vesak message, and Buddhist Chanting, our singer, our special guests, and for their wonderful reflections. And I'd also like to give a very special thanks to the technical team. And yes, Venerable Thich is 100% correct, because the person who's driving all of this, behind all of this, which you don't see much on the screen, is Venerable Phrakrukampee from the Good Friends in Albury. So he's been leading the team over many long nights, and special thanks to Kai Dang, my partner, for picking up the new technology, running with it, especially with so many last-minute changes, and to Brother Dumbhead for all of the beautiful poster designs, stage banners, setting up the many scenes in advance, requiring a lot of technical skills there. So we couldn't have done it without you. So, and of course, a very, very big thank you to everyone who participated on our live event tonight. You really made it more complete. So we hope that you now have a better understanding of the importance of holding these events and the need for, more than ever, for all Buddhists to come together in solidarity and unity during these particularly challenging times in the world right now. So may you all be happy, may you all be well, may you all be safe. Happy Vesak to everyone, and we hope to see you next year. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, and Namo Sanghaya. Thank you. Happy Vesak. Good night, everyone.